Hello, people of Earth. I'm Dan Lockhart of the Honda Valkyrie DanLockhart YouTube channel. And as you can see, we've got snow on the ground now. Actually, what happened was the day before Thanksgiving, a storm started and it went on for 2.5 days. We got 31 inches of snow, and yesterday, 2 weeks later, I just did my final bit of snow removal on the other side of the house. So it has been a challenge to get that much snow out at one time. It's kind of hard to keep up with that, but anyway, we got it done. Today I'm going to go up to the mountain and get my ski passes for myself and Karen, and we'll be up there skiing pretty soon. And I am recording this introduction for a video I'm producing right now. It's going to be episode 22. What it is when I went out for my ride for my Veterans Day salute, I ended up recording 4 hours of video. And so I'm going to produce videos from all that footage. They look like the same after a while, but that's what I'm going to do. And in this first one, and I'm not sure I'm going to do the same thing the other ones, but this first one I use a thing on my video editing software called silence detection. And what it does is it detects whenever you're speaking, and then it condenses that into clips. So probably about a half an hour worth of video was condensed down to 12 minutes or so. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that with the rest of it, but the good news is that was during my fall ride time, and the scenery was just outstanding. It was really beautiful. I rode from here down to the top of Slumgullion Pass down by Lake City, Colorado, and back, and that's about a 4 hour ride. Anyway, it was a lot of fun for me. I hope you enjoyed these videos. If you do, I hope you give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Oh, I forgot to tell you, it's been sub-zero every morning for about the last 3 weeks or so, maybe even longer than that. Sub-zero, and I don't think it's going to get any warmer any sooner here, but that's where we're at right now. So, been pretty cool lately. We'll talk to you later on. Thanks. Have a great day.
Beautiful day, going out for a ride. Full tank of gas, ready to hit it. I hope that camera position works okay. It should. I did a run with it before where it's at right now, and I didn't get a chance to look at that footage to see if it's going to work out. Yeah, I just hope it does. Our ride today is going to be about 4 hours, maybe a little bit longer. We shall see. It's Tuesday, trash day. I bet all the trash cans are ruining this very scenic view. Well, it happens. Wow, look at the size of that motorhome. Holy shit. It's set way up high. First I thought it was a trash truck, and I thought, I guess you could go off-roading with that thing, huh? We'll start a little bit later than I wanted to. I wanted to get going by 10. It's a little after 11 now. But I'll ride till I don't want to ride anymore. Turn around, come back home. The plan is about 4 hours, so it'll be close. Well, I think we are a little bit beyond peak color, because you can see some of the aspen groves. The trees the leaves are all the way down off the tree. One good wind is down into the fellow color. Oh goody, I get to follow the bus all the way to Genesis. Maybe you'll have to make a stop. There has been a lot of traffic up in the mountains here because of the people coming up to see the fall colors. We went over to Buena Vista on Sunday. Karen's scouting out a new location for her yoga retreat. I got tons of cars on Cottonwood Pass. It's like this intersection is pretty busy. We're talking about putting a roundabout in here. What Karen said anyway. Oh darn it, I was going to check the tire pressure before I left. Feels pretty good though. And I just checked them the last time that I rode, which was a couple of weeks ago. I think it's really good. I wanted to get out, get riding, because it's getting later in the day. Didn't want to let the time get away from me. Yeah, I have on my colors today. This is going to be the episode of my Veterans Day salute show. Thank you to all you veterans who served in the United States Armed Forces. I never did myself, which I regret, but I have many friends and relatives that served. Thank you for your service. Yeah, every year I like to put together a video salute to our veterans. Don't forget, especially my cousin Mike was in the Army, Vietnam veteran, and my brother-in-law Larry Skinner, he was a helicopter pilot in the Army, Black Hawk helicopter. Black Hawk Apache, he was in the Army Reserve when he wasn't flying for the Army, flying crews out the oil rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. And one of my best friends, Bob Medina, hi Bob, also a Vietnam veteran, Chuck behind me, but I'm not quite going fast enough for. I'm already 8 over on the limit. Kind of backed up a little bit. Maybe you heard me, huh? Back off. Whenever I think of the back off stuff, think of those Yosemite Sound mud flaps. And I also want to thank my nephew, Felix Lockhart. He was retired from the Army also. He did a couple tours in Afghanistan. Felix got injured. Another buddy of mine, Charlie Andrews. I'm absolutely 100% certain Charlie doesn't watch any of my YouTube videos. But anyway, I just thank him for his service. I know I missed him a lot of names on my gratitude announcement. There's just so many people out there that are special to me. One of my buddies died year before last. He was also a Vietnam veteran. His name was Ron Kurtz. That was last day. So today I'm recording for audio, Bluetooth connected to my camera, and also have my task cam running right now. The task cam mic works very well. It's just another thing that you have to bring. And this task cam doesn't have rechargeable batteries in it. It takes one AAA battery, but it'll run quite a long time on that. It is a beautiful day for this ride. So the plan today is to ride out to Gilliam Pass, which is just a little bit east of Lake City, Colorado. There's a natural alpine lake in Lake City called Lake San Cristobal. And the way that lake was formed was there was a rock slide that bottled up one of the streams of rivers out there. But Lake San Cristobal is really, really awesome lake. It's like what you would expect an alpine lake to look like. Water's blue. But we're not going to go to Lake San Cristobal. We're just going to ride to the top from Gilliam Pass, and then we're going to turn around and come back home. That should be pretty awesome. There's a lot of trees and a lot of aspen from Gilliam Pass. Should be really pretty if the wind hasn't been blowing out there. That's nature's way. It colors the leaves and blows off the trees with a strong wind, and then it's good to snow. The early snows, the early fall snows, and the early spring snows are the ones that break all the leaves, limbs, do a lot of damage to the trees. We did have one storm, but it was more sleet than it was very cold snow or heavy wet snow, just kind of sleety rain and snow. But that was a week ago Saturday. I went down to a memorial service for a friend of mine down in Louisville, Colorado, with Boulder County. So, probably 20 minutes or so from the CU camp. And my friend Anita, I left the house at 7 o'clock in the morning, and the memorial service was from 1 to 3. I left Louisville about 3:30, and I was making good time coming back home. It's a day trip down there and back from. It would have been about normally 500 miles for me. And I got halfway up on our path. I thought I was making really good time. I would have been home, by 7:30 that night. But I got halfway up on our path, and they had closed it because of snow, and there was an accident up there. And when I was talking to the guy that was holding the road marker stop signs, these guys came out and they got in their big trucks, and one of them got out and told me that I might as well go back to Salida, Colorado, which is probably 20, 25 miles from there, back down that part of Monarch Pass, and back into Salida, go back to Salida and wait a few hours. So I thought rather than doing that, I would have Karen try to book me a room in Salida so I could stay overnight. Come to find out, there were no rooms. They're all booked because of people coming up all colors. I looked around here, there, I stopped a few different hotels, nothing. By then, it had been a couple hours since I originally talked to the guy up on Monarch, and I thought, well, he said 2 to 3 hours before it'll be open, so I went back up there, and I was damned, it was still closed. So the guy gave me an alternate route, just to go back to Salida, get on US 285, and go south through a little town called Salat. Why that name may sound familiar to you. Salat is the last town you go through before you get to Colorado Gator. I've just been out there like, oh, was that 5 or 6 weeks ago. And by now it was like completely dark. It was pitch black dark. And so I thought, man, if I hadn't just ridden that road and that highway, I would never do that at night. It's not that bad of a path, but, it gets a little curvy in the Coachella Canyon. And, if I didn't know that road, I would have never done that. I would have probably just pulled up the side of the road and maybe tried to sleep in my truck for a couple hours. But I thought, okay, well, I'll do that. I'll go down to Watch and get on Highway 114 and come back over Coachella Pass. And that added about 120 miles to my trip back home, and I did that successfully. And I pulled in the driveway at 11:30 p.m. So it took me about 8 hours to get home from Louisville, which normally would have only been a 5-hour drive. Needless to say, I was a little bit tired when I got home. You get on that section of 285, it's super straight at a point. I'm sure every state has a highway like this that's called the Gun Barrel, and that's what that section of 285 is. Gun Barrel. Super straight. I think the speed limit 70 in there. I noticed at one point I wasn't really paying attention how fast I was going. I was doing 85 and the road was a little bit wet. One of the things, just kind of got away fast. I kind of crept up. It was super dark, and there was no moonlight. And oddly enough, on Highway 14 going the other way, I guess maybe they had heard that Lockhart Pass is closed. So there were people going the other way. Oddly enough, even this time of the night, I saw many cars going the other way. There wasn't that many going my way, but you see what I mean about the leaves being down. Yeah. When I first started working at the phone company in 1972, and a lot of the men that I was working with were Vietnam vets, a whole bunch. Not really many of them talked that much about their experience in Vietnam. Every once in a while, Bob would tell me some stories. Yeah, another guy that I knew from the company, he passed away a couple of years ago. He was also a Vietnam vet. And then Chuck was a pretty good friend to ride motorcycles. Quite a bit. Anyway, at the memorial service for Anita, it was great to see an unfortunate circumstance that brought a lot of my own company friends together. After a long career, you naturally expect that you had quite a few friends from that era in your life, and I got to catch up with a few of them. Great to see them. Oh darn, I almost forgot to mention Dennis, one of my really good buddies. My Dennis was also a Vietnam vet. He was a dog handler in Vietnam. I wish I had good pictures for all those guys. I met this guy summer when we were on a cruise. He Vietnam vet. He had on a hat. I asked him if I could take a picture, and he said, yes, I'm going to put him in my video for this. That was nice. I wish I had that kind of picture for all my goodness. I miss all my buddies now. That's one thing about living in rural Colorado. We moved up here from Littleton. The thing that I miss the most is my friends. The second thing that I miss the most is the variety of restaurants that I could go to in Denver. That's not to say we don't have great restaurants out here, because we do. There are a few of them that I really like, but in Denver, it's everywhere. I like Vietnamese food, and there's really only one place up here that does anything like that. The name of the restaurant is called Rice, and they serve all different kinds of Asian food. But when Karen and I were coming back from Alaska, stayed overnight in Denver, and the hotel that we stayed was just a few blocks away from one of the pho restaurants, noodle restaurants, pho 90, whatever they're called. And so we decided to go over to that restaurant, and as it turns out, we met this woman on the shuttle bus coming from the airport, and she was walking to go get something to eat. So we invited her to go to a Vietnamese restaurant. We said, would you like to go with us for Vietnamese food? She got involved. Yeah, it was great. Yeah, she was headed to Tennessee. I'm not sure. She may have even been on our flight from Seattle. She was definitely staying in the hotel that we were in. That hotel that we stayed in, what a nightmare that was. It took forever to get a hold of somebody to get there and send a shuttle up. I don't think we ever actually did speak to anybody at the front desk to see if the shuttle was running. It just showed up eventually.